Hello everyone, welcome to Forbidden God channel. Here today we're gonna talk about 5 budget deck I discovered on the geodeck.com in the ranked top 30 of the last weekend tournament. If you liked the video, don't forget to add a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and click the bell to be notified of the upcoming video release. Now let's talk about the 5 budget deck I discovered on February 8, 2023. Budget deck number 5. Player, uh, player AKRE, ID 716710. That player is ranked number 22. So in that case, that player have won 14 match on last weekend tournament. The most played deck is Heirloom Death. I'm very glad to tell you a budget deck for Heirloom Death. 47 win, 47 lose, 50 percentage of win rate. The cost of the deck is the lowest of all the budget deck I will mention to you in this video. $27.22 USD. Let's see what we have inside of the deck. Light Bomb. Spell. Cost 1. Destroy a creature with health or 3 or less. Very useful because when a creature has 3 health or less, you can destroy it right away. Brimstone. Spell. Cost 1. Deal 2 damage to each god and draw a card. Can be interesting to deal 2 damage to each god if you have combo for that. Pharaoh Heirloom. Spell. Cost 1. Summon a 1/1 Wretched Vanguard. Empire 2. When you click at the top right corner of the card and pay 2 mana more, you also summon a 2/2 Vile Reaver. So for 3 mana, you have 2 creatures. Very interesting. And it's a combo for Anubian. Priestess of Taka. Creature 2/2. Cost 1. Whenever an Anubian die, deal 2 damage to your opponent god. Like you can see is real deck of Anubian. Raving Necromancer. Creature. 2/2. Cost 1. After an Anubian die, steal 1 health from your opponent god. So that means you deal 1 damage to the opponent god and you heal your god for 1. Very interesting and useful. Simut Bearer of Burden. Creature. 1/1. Cost 1. After this creature is summoned, give +1 strength to each other friendly Anubian. Interesting, you boost the strength of your Anubian of 1 strength. Vile Reaver. Creature. 2/2. Cost 1. Blitz can attack a creature right away and burn 1. At the end of the turn, deal 1 damage to that creature before the regain. Heal. Curse of Greed. Spell. Cost 2. Destroy an enemy creature with cost of 3 or less. Empower 2. Pay 2 mana more with clicking at the top right corner of the card. You add a Pharaoh Heirloom to your hand, so discard. I talked to you earlier. Dangerous Ritual. Spell. Cost 2. Deal 4 damage to each god. Then draw a card. Can be interesting because you can heal yourself with the Raving Necromancer. So with that you can deal damage to yourself and draw a card. Skull Scepter. Relic. 0 attack, 1 durability. Cost 2. After one of your creatures die, you deal 1 damage to your opponent god. That's a very powerful relic for Anubian because it deals 1 damage when one of your creatures die. And a combo with Raving Necromancer and Priestess of Taka to deal more damage to the opponent god. And of the Abyss. Creature 1/2. Cost 3. War. When enter the battlefield, summon a random 1 mana Anubian from your void. That means Priestess of Taka or Raving Necromancer. That's what you wish that will summon it. Empower 1. Cost 1 mana more. Clicking at the top right corner of the card, you add a Pharaoh Heirloom to your hand to add another 2 other creature right away. Reach into the black. Spell. Cost 3. Summon 3 random 1 mana Anubian from your void. So you wish having Raving Necromancer and Princess of Taka return back on the field. Ray of Disintegration. Spell, cost 5. Destroy a creature, then deal 2 damage to each god. Can be interesting and useful to kill a creature of the enemy or your own creature to deal damage to the god. Triage Necromancer. Creature 5/5. Cost 5. At the end of your turn, summon a random 1 mana creature from your board. That is really useful and powerful because, like you can see, you have Raving Necromancer and Princess of Taka that cost 1 mana cost, and I can return back on at the end of the turn, so you can be happy for that. Bifurcating Curse. Spell. Cost 6. Pick one. Destroy each creature with an even mana cost. So I think 2 mana, 4 mana, 6 mana. Destroy each, or you destroy each creature with an old mana cost. So 3, 1, 3, 6, 9, something like that, I think so. Land of the Dead. Spell, cost 6. Summon up to 6 1 mana Anubian from your board and give them Soulless. That means you wish you have Ring Necromancer and Princess of Taka, return back on the field, and finish the enemy god. The Kingdom of Pharaoh Pass. Creature 7/7. Cost 7. War. When enter the battlefield, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Repeat this for each Pharaoh Heirloom in your board and end. Wow, powerful. Deal 2 damage for each Pharaoh Heirloom you have cast in the game and also in your hand. Encumber Looter. Creature 2/1. Cost 2. Item for 1 turn. When it's die after life, draw a card. That's a very powerful Anubian deck. I want to have fun with it. I think I will try to have it. So funny to see it. Seems not costing a lot. 3 different legendary cards that make the Anubian decks powerful. The creator and the overall I have 94 matches, and the win rate is 50%. It's not bad. It's really, I think, a funny deck. So now let's talk about the budget deck number 4. Budget deck number 4. Like you can see that player have a name called Dash CCCC00 MIXDERY ID 9703. That player was ranked number 13. That player have won 15 match on last weekend tournament. The most played deck is Big Relic War. 129 win, 95 lose, 57.6% of win rate. Let's see the cost of the deck. $40.72 USD. Let's see what we have inside of the deck. Savage Strike. Spell. Cost 1. Deal 1 damage to each creature. Empower 2. When you click at the top right corner of the card and you pay 2 mana more, then you deal 2 damage to an enemy creature. So that means you can deal 3 damage to one creature and 1 damage to each other creature. Whetstone. Spell. Cost 1. Spell. Give your relic plus 4 strength for its next attack. I think that deck should have a lot of relic for boosting the strength of the relic. Tavern Brawler. Creature. 2/3. Cost 2. Blitz. That creature can attack a creature right away. For myself, is my popular card for War deck because it's Blitz and costing only 2 mana and I have 3 health. Unrestrained Power. Spell. Cost 2. Give +2 strength to your relic. Empower 3. When you click at the top right corner of the card and pay 3 mana more, you double the strength of your relic instead, so you can deal a lot of damage to the enemy god. Wolf Cult Vanguard. Creature 3/1. Cost 2. Blitz can attack a creature right away. Empire 2. When you click at the top right corner of the card and pay 2 mana more, you give Twin Strike, can attack 2 different creature or 1 creature 2 times, and also give 2 health to this creature. So for 4 mana, become a 3/3 Blitz Twin Strike. Very powerful. Woodcutter Imp. First Winter Wonderland extension card. Creature 3/3. Cost 2. God Blitz. Can attack the enemy god right away. After this creature attack, your god take damage equal to the damage dealt from that creature. It is a funny creature in my head, but his God Blitz can be very useful. An End to War. Spell. Cost 3. Pick one. Remove protected and ward from a creature, then deal 2 damage to it. Or obliterate a damaged creature. If you have 5 or more creature in your void, do both. That's interesting fact because when you have 5 more creature in your void, you do both effect. That's really useful and powerful for a 3 mana cost. Interesting. Blade of Six, Relic, 3 attack, 2 durability, cost 3. God Blitz, can attack the enemy god right away. So if I calculate this 3 mana, this 3 attack strength, this 4 strength, that means 7, and double it, that means 14, and can deal 14 damage the first turn. Interesting. Iron-born Disruptor. Creature 3/2. Cost 3. War. Destroy your opponent relic. That's interesting because when it's entered the battlefield, it destroys the opponent relic right away. Devouring Blade. Relic. 4 attack, 1 durability. Cost 4. God Blitz. Can attack the enemy god right away. Afterlife. When that relic leaves the board and go to the void, you destroy a random creature. Can be your creature and or your enemy creature. One of those choice. White 4 guard. Creature 5/4. Cost 4. Frontline. The enemy god needs to attack the frontline first before attacking any other creature or your own elves. Empower 1. You click at the top right corner of the card and pay 1 mana more, and this creature gain protected. The first damage done on that creature is revoked. Carnage Sweep. Spell. Cost 5. Deal 2 damage to all creature, or, if you have a relic equipped, remove 3 durability and destroy all creature instead. That can be very useful and helpful when you have a relic equipped and you need to kill all creature on the board. Orcish Elite. Creature 3/5, cost 5, Blitz, Twin Strike. Can attack a creature right away. Twin Strike can attack 2 different creatures right away, or one creature 2 times. Can be interesting and powerful for 3/5 creature. Twin Strike and Blitz. Ravenous Chimera. Creature 3/4, cost 5, Blast. You select between 3 different blast situation that you gain favor or affect the sanctum. Blitz can attack a creature right away, and Leech. That's mean you can gain health for the number of damage that creature deal. Soul Survivor. Spell. Cost 6. Give 3 strength to one of your creature, then deal its strength as damage to each other creature. That's my popular spell in all my war deck also, because when I have one creature on the field, or I have a low cost creature I can cast, I can do a Soul Survivor, give 3 strength to that creature, and also try to wipe the board very easy. Hector, Prince of Troy. First legendary inside of the deck. Creature 6/6. Cost 7. War. When enter the battlefield, if any of the creature in your board have Blitz, Flank, Frontline, Leech, Protected, or Twin Strike, these creature gain those keywords. That's a powerful creature because your creature need to be in the void to gain those ability. So that's interesting because it's Blitz, Flank, Frontline, Leech, Protected, or Twin Strike. So you can gain Twin Strike, Blitz with the creature over here. The Wolf got Vanguard, so you gain Twin Strike and Blitz. Very powerful and interesting. Leviathan Hunter. Creature. 2/1. Cost 1. War. When enter the battlefield, you equip a 1 attack, 1 durability barbed hook. If you control another Viking, you equip a 1 attack, 2 durability barbed hook instead. Very powerful and interesting because you can deal the last damage to the creature. Encumber Looter. Creature. 2/1. Cost 2. Item for 1 turn. That's mean for 1 turn this creature cannot be attacked or targeted by spell or ability, only targeted by random enemy creature spell. And afterlife, when that creature die, you draw a card. The overall is 311 matches, 54% of win rate. That's interesting for budget number 4. So now let's see the budget number 3. Budget deck number 3, created by Neverlucky777, ID 4210063. That player was ranked player number 14. That player have won 15 match on last weekend tournament. You have played most of the time with Aggro War, 137 win, 70 lose, 66.2% of win rate. Let's see the cost of the deck. It's the highest cost because it's also under $100, but the highest, I think so, from this video. The cost of the deck is 94.53 USD, 53 cent USD. Let's see what we have inside of this deck. Battle Bard, Creature, 1/2, cost 1, War, give +2 strength to a friendly Viking. That's my popular card inside of the War when I created a Viking deck. Why? Because it costs only 1 to give a +2 strength to a friendly Viking on the board. Skulking Valkyrie, Creature, 1/3, cost 1. After this creature take the mage, a random friendly creature gain +1 strength. That's a useful creature Viking because it can boost itself if it's the only creature on the board. Trial Spirit, Creature, 2/2, cost 1. War. When enter the battlefield, give 1 health to a friendly creature. That's a useful creature that costs only 1 to boost the health of one creature. Tavern Brawler, Creature, 2/3, cost 2. Blitz. Can attack a creature right away. And that card is my favorite creature I put on all my Viking deck or almost all the war deck because it's a creature that costs 2 for 3 health and 2 attack and also blitz. So really interesting because can attack a creature right away when enter the battlefield. Valcast Captain. Creature. 3/2. Cost 2. War. Equip a 1 attack, 1 durability barbed hook. If you're frenzy, give that relic +1 strength. That's mean when you're frenzy, you deal the first damage to the enemy god and you become frenzy, and you play that card. You have a relic that have 2 attack, 1 durability barbed hook. Very powerful and interesting. Warmonger Smith. Creature. 2/4. Cost 2. War. Give your relic +1 strength for its next attack. It's very interesting because you give 1 strength to your relic for its next attack when you cast that creature. Woodcutter Imp. Creature. 3/3. Cost 2. First Winter Wonderland card. Extension deck. God Blitz can attack the enemy god right away. After this creature attack, your god take damage equal to the damage dealt. That's my friendly creature because you can attack but deal damage to you, but is a powerful one because his god Blitz can attack the enemy god when is cast on the board. Blade of Styx, Relic, 3 attack, 2 durability, cost 3. God Blitz can attack the enemy god right away. Bloodguard creature 3/2 cost 3. Afterlife summon 2/1/1 battle trolls. That's, I think, one of the most popular Viking in the deck I play versus. Is not a card I think is interesting inside of the Viking deck because you have other Viking that can do something else. But what I found interesting when I play versus them is when I kill that creature, is always put 2 creatures on the board. So that's mean I need to kill those 2/1/1 very faster or doesn't care, but sometimes you need to think about it because it can boost them and do some overall damage. Odi Valkas Erol. Creature 3/2, cost 3, protected. The first damage done on that creature is revoked. After this creature attacks your opponent god, you reduce by 1 the cost of a random highest mana cost creature in your hand. That's really a powerful, interesting legendary card, and is not costing a lot. I think so because it make the cost of the deck to 100. Because I think you have 2 legendary, but it's very interesting for having 2 legendary for under $100. Raid Revealer creature 3/2 cost 3 protected. The first damage done on that creature is revoked. My favorite card to boost a creature is this one. Another round. Spell cost 4. Give a friendly creature plus 3 attack plus 3 health. And at the end of your turn, if you're frenzy, so when you have dealt the first damage to the opponent with Slayer, let's say, you deal 2 damage to the opponent god. The first damage you done to the opponent god, you become frenzy. And when you're frenzy, you give a random creature in your hand +1/+1. So when you have only one creature, you can boost this one all along. Very powerful. Cunning Challenger. Creature 4/4. Cost 4. Tempt Fate. You select between one ability you can keep, or you sacrifice this one to bet with another one that you wanted as well. And if you win the fate, you have both ability. If you lose the fate, you lose both ability. It's like gambling. But the most interesting fact with that creature is at the start of your turn, you tempt fate again, all the turn. That's my favorite Viking as well. I put in all my war deck for Viking because that creature tempt fate and can change a lot of things in the match. White Fur Guard. Creature 5/4. Cost 4. Frontline. When that creature is frontline, the enemy god needs to attack the frontline first before attacking any other creature or attacking your own god. Empower 1. When you click at the top right corner of the card and pay 1 mana more, this creature gains protected. That means the first damage done on that creature is revoked. Slate Master Volca. Creature 6/5. Cost 5. Sigan Winter Wonderland Extension card. Overkill. The over damage is randomly split around the enemy creature and the enemy god. War. When enter the battlefield, if you have fewer than 2 cards in your hand, you gain Blitz. That means when you have 1 card or nothing, that creature can attack a creature right away. Very powerful. Vanguard Axewoman. Creature 2/2. Cost 1. Blitz. That's my favorite Viking as well because it costs only 1 for a 2/2 that have Blitz, so can attack a creature right away. That's a good start of the start of the match to have that card in your hand. Feral Shapeshifter. Creature 4/4. Cost 4. Item for 1 turn. The first turn is Item. That means no creature can attack it, cannot be targeted by spell or ability, and after that, it, War can enter the battlefield, deal 1 damage to an enemy creature. So you select the enemy creature that deal 1 damage. The creator have 207 match, 66.2 percentage of win rate. The overall is on 843 match and is 57.2 percentage of win rate. Budget deck number 3 is not that horrible. Now let's see the same powerful win rate overall for the budget deck number 2. Budget deck number 2, created by GD PROEBALY, ID 4251991. That player is ranked number 2D. You have win 14 match on last weekend tournament. The most played deck in that case is Aggro War, 62 win, 44 lose, 58 percentage of 58.5 percentage of win rate. The cost of the deck is $37.80 USD. Let's see what we have inside of the deck. Skullkin Valkyrie. Creature 1/3. Cost 1. After this creature, take the mage, a random friendly creature gain +1 strength. And that is a popular card in all the Viking deck because it boosts the strength of a friendly creature of 1 and also itself if it's the only one. Trial Spirit. Creature 2/2. Cost 1. War. When enter the battlefield, give 1 health to a friendly creature. Enduring Shield. Relic. 1 attack, 2 durability. Cost 2. After you attack with this relic, give protected to your strongest creature without protected. That's one of my popular relic in war because you give protected to one of your creature and it's your strongest creature. So if you have one, in case you give to that one. If you already have protected, you give to the other one. Protected is protection of the first damage done on the creature, any number of damage. Very powerful and interesting. Tavern Brawler. Creature 2/3. Cost 2. Blitz. Can attack a creature right away. Like I mentioned to you earlier, that's my favorite card for Viking deck because it's Blitz and a 2/3 for 2 mana cost. Valkas Captain. Creature 3/2. Cost 2. War. When into your battlefield, equip a 1 attack, 1 durability barbed hook. If you're frenzy, give that relic 1 strength. That means when you have dealt the first damage to the enemy god with Slayer, let's say that play power over here, you deal the first damage to the enemy, you become frenzy, you play that Valkas Captain, and now you have a relic that have 2 strength and 1 durability. Very powerful because I love that card also for my Viking because it gives you a relic for free and 2 strength for frenzy mode. Warmonger Smith. Creature 2/4. Cost 2. When enter the battlefield, give your relic +1 strength for its next attack. Can be useful for boosting a relic of 1 strength for its next attack. Woodcutter Imp. First Winter Wonderland inside the deck. Creature 3/3. Cost 2. God Blitz. Can attack the enemy god right away. After this creature attacks, your god take damage equal to the damage dealt. Very powerful and interesting. I found it friendly because of the effect to have the damage dealt to yourself because of the attack, but it's interesting because it's got Blitz. Blade of Six. Relic. 3 attack, 2 durability. Cost 3. God Blitz. Can attack the enemy god right away. That's a powerful relic because you can attack the enemy god right away. Thunder Caller. Creature 3/3. Cost 3. At the end of your turn, if you're frenzy, give +1/+1 to your strongest Viking. That's my favorite creature for Frenzy deck because when you Frenzy, you can boost itself if it's the only is the strongest Viking, or can boost another Viking if I have more strength and health. More strength, I think so, because it's the strongest Viking, so more strength. Another round. Spell, cost 4, give a friendly creature +3/+3, and at the end of your turn, if you're frenzy, give a random creature in your hand +1/+1. That's my favorite second card for a frenzy deck because it boosts a creature and also give a creature +1/+1 in your hand when you're frenzy. That's a good combination with the power of Slayer that you use most of the time with War to deal damage to the enemy god faster. Cunning Challenger. Creature. 4/4. Cost 4. Tempt. You have one ability, you can keep it, or you can gamble that ability with having another one you wanted. If you succeed the fate, you have both ability. If you fail the fate, you lose the both ability. At the start of your turn, you tempt fate all the time. Viking Longship. Creature. 3/4. Cost 4. Blitz. Can attack a creature right away. Flank. When a creature attack another creature or a front line, that flank can overpass the front line and attack the enemy god instead. War. When enter the battlefield, it give flank to each other friendly creature. So that means all other creature can overpass the front line and kill the enemy god. White Fur Guard. Creature. 5/4. Cost 4. Frontline. The enemy god need to attack this front line before attacking any other creature or yourself. Empower 1. When you pay 1 mana more at the top right corner of the card, you click it. This creature gain protected. That means the first damage done on that creature is revoked. That's an interesting front line to put inside of the deck, I think so. Red Fume Serum. Spell. Cost 5. Give +5/+5 and burn +1 to a friendly creature. That's my favorite second boost for my Frenzy deck or Armor deck. Because it gives a +5/+5 to the creature, but the only thing you don't like is the bad effect of burn +1. Deal 1 damage at the end of the turn, and is dealt before the weekend. But you don't care because it becomes a +5/+5, so in case you can kill a lot of creature and deal damage to the enemy god faster. Soul Survivor. Spell. Cost 6. Give +3 strength to one of your creature, then deal its strength as damage to each other creature. That spell is my favorite spell to defend yourself for a lot of creature on the other side. If you have one creature remaining and you have, let's say, 6 enemy creature that have, let's say, 6 or 9 health, you have, let's say 6 health, and you have 1/3/3. You boost the strength of +3, deal 6 damage to all other creature, including yours, and you wipe the board. Vanguard Axewoman. Creature. 2/2. Cost 1. Blitz. Can attack a creature right away. That's my favorite Viking because can attack a creature right away for costing 1 mana cost. Iron Tooth Goblin. Creature. 2/2. Cost 2. When into the battlefield, you remove 3 durability from your opponent relic. That's powerful because it's 3 durability you remove from your opponent relic. Sneaky Browser. Creature. 6/4. Cost 5. Hidden for 1 turn. That means for 1 turn you cannot attack it, you cannot deal a spell on it, the enemy cannot deal a spell on it or attack it, only random enemy creature can target random enemy creature can be done on that to make sure you can touch that creature. So that's really interesting deck. It's my favorite deck, I think, for the project number 2 because I think for my end is my favorite Viking. I will try to do it to see if I can do it. The creator have match of 106 match, 58.5 percentage of win rate. The overall is on 286 match and is 57.3 percentage of win rate. Like you can see, it's not that bad on 286 match. So now let's see the budget deck number one, the best budget deck I found for you. Budget deck number one, created by NOME XBORG, ID 952997, ranked player number 19. That player have won 14 match on last weekend tournament. The most played deck is Aggro Deception, 43 win, 14 lose, 75.4 percentage of win rate. The cost of the deck is 64.43 cent USD. Let's see what we have inside of the deck. Dark Knife, Spell, cost 1, give +3 strength to a friendly creature. That's a popular card because you give 3 strength for a mana cost 1. Makeshift Thief, Relic, cost 1 attack, 5 durability, cost 1. God Blitz, can attack the enemy god right away. Flank, the first creature that attacks the front line that is not flank, all the flank can now overpass your front line and attack the enemy god. That card is also popular in all budget decks. Shadow of Lieutenant, creature 1/1, cost 1. At the end of your turn, this creature gains Ident. At the start of your turn, this creature deals 1 damage to the opposing god. That's my interesting and favorite card in Deception because when you attack the enemy god in your turn, at the end of the turn, this creature becomes Ident, cannot be targeted by attack, spell, or ability, only random enemy creature spell. And also, when it starts your turn, it also deals 1 damage to the opponent god right away, and it still keep Ident. Stone Skin Poison. Spell. Cost 1. Give order +3. That means the creature cannot do nothing for 3 turns. Or attack. Cannot be targeted by attack. Maybe can be targeted by spell. Burn +2. At the end of the turn, deal 2 damage to the creature before the regain. Switch Duelist. Creature 3/1. Cost 1. Ident for 1 turn. For 1 turn cannot be targeted by spell, ability, or attack. Only by random enemy creature spell. At the end of each turn, swap this creature's strength and health. So in a case it's 3/1 and after that is 1/3. Doesn't That's a really good creature because when the enemy turn, that creature raise his health with the strength he have. Armor Lurker, creature 3/1, cost 2, Ident, armor 2. Ident, that's mean until it does its attack, it keep Ident. Armor 2, you have a damage reduction of 2. After this creature lose Ident, remove 1 armor from it. That's a wonderful creature because the first time you attack with that creature, you have 2 armor reduction damage and lose 1 after that. But it's really useful because it's a good creature to have a 2 armor and kill a good creature. Assassin's Aim. Creature, spell, sorry. Cost 2. Give +3 strength and -1 health to a friendly creature. At the end of each of the turn, give Ident. That's powerful because it boosts the strength and reduces health of 1. And after you attack, you become Ident, so cannot be targeted by spell, ability, or attack. Very powerful. Face Crawler. Creature. 3/2. Cost 2. Ident. Like I mentioned earlier, all Ident creatures keep the Ident until they attack. That's really useful, and I think that's a Ident deck for that. Very powerful. Umber Arrow. Spell. Cost 2. Gain control of an enemy creature with strength or 2 or less until the end of turn. That's interesting and powerful because you can gain the creature of the opponent of strength of 2 or less and sacrifice it versus its own creature. Lady Marcella, first legendary inside of the deck. Creature 3/3, cost 3, War, summon 2 Rogue Skulkers with Deadly. Afterlife, summon 2 Rogue Skulker with Deadly for your opponent. That's interesting because when that card enters the battlefield, you have 2 Rogue Skulker with Deadly, and when this card leaves the battlefield, you summon 2/1 for 2 Rogue Skulker for the opponent. But it's very interesting because you become having 2 Deadly to kill the powerful creature. Ludias the Decan, creature, creature 3/3, cost 3, bless. You select between 3 different bless ability that give you favor or change the card in the sanctum. After you use your god power, copy a random card from your opponent deck and add it to your hand. I love that creature because when you use your power, you gain a card from the opponent deck in your hand, so you can play it next turn or right away. Merrick, Keeper of the Many, second legendary inside of the deck. Creature 2/3, cost 3, Iden. After a friendly creature attacks the opponent god, set this creature's strength to that creature's strength. That's interesting because when you attack with a 6 strength creature, the enemy god, that creature becomes 6/3 and you can re-attack the enemy god with 6. Powerful. Surprise Delivery. Spell. Cost 3. Summon 3/02 explosive barrel for your opponent with burn 1, so deal 1 damage at the end of the turn. Order 10 cannot do nothing for 10 turn. And Afterlife, deal 2 damage to your god. Because you summon it for your opponent god, that means you deal 6 damage to the opponent god. And you have 2 times that card, so that can go to 12 damage maximum. Arms Dealer, creature, 3/3, cost 4, Echo. You summon a copy of that creature that costs 1 and is a 1/1 that do the same ability. Item for 1 turn, so they're item for just 1 turn. At the start of your turn, you expend 1 mana. If you do, you give +1 strength to each friendly creature until the end of turn. That means you have 1 strength to attack with your creature until end of turn. Very powerful. Lokian Disciple, third legendary inside of the deck. Creature 4/4, cost 4, Item. Characters damaged by this creature gain sleep. Very interesting and powerful. Can be a good protection to kill a creature, or also just put the eye monstrosity creature in sleep. Pretro Bandit, fourth legendary inside of the deck and the last legendary. Creature 1/1, cost 4, War. When enter the battlefield, summon 2 random 1 mana war creature, then give Iden to each friendly creature. That's powerful because you can protect your creature after you attack. Lightleaf Warrior, creature 2/2, cost 1, Iden for 1 turn. That's interesting. Feral Shapeshifter, creature 4/4, cost 4, item for 1 turn, and also war, deal 1 damage to the enemy creature you select. Very interesting. Lethal Prowler, creature 5/5, cost 5, can't attack. Once per turn, after another friendly creature attack and the target survive, this creature also attack that target. That's interesting for the deception. For sure, I don't think you can kill a lot of creature, so the little prowler make a little bit of attacking power in the killing creature side. So I like it. The creator have 57 match, 75 at 4% of win rate, and the overall of all the match is 293 match and 57.3% of win rate. Like you can see, the best number one player deck, the best number one budget deck, sorry, is the same overall win rate than the budget deck number two. That's why me, I will take the budget deck number two maybe to try to test it. But this budget deck number one is interesting because it's Aggro Deception deck. So now let's talk about a little conclusion. Thank you for watching Forbidden God channel. I wish you have learned 5 different budget decks that you will have fun to play this weekend tournament. So now, if you like the video, don't forget to add a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and like and click to the bell to be notified of the upcoming video release. So now, have a wonderful night, wonderful evening, and I wish you a very good luck on the next weekend tournament of God Unchained. See ya!